Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Weezer, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook. Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. And you can also fill out the listener survey, survey.greatdetectives.net. Well, I do want to let you know that Great Detectives of Old Time Radio t-shirts are available whenever you'd like to order them. Just go to t-shirt.greatdetectives.net and you can get your custom order today. That's t-shirt.greatdetectives.net. All right, well, now it's time for today's episode of That Strong Guy, and the title is King Midas.
We figure if we break up these fun parlor syndicates, we can stop the teenage menace before it begins. The angle, not the lecture on delinquency. King Midas is starting up a new fun parlor, corner of 3rd and Elm. He wants a man and a girl to manage it for him. So we apply. At his head office, Callaway Building. But when you apply, you are brother and sister. That he'll believe. That you've got to make him believe. If you don't, I'll be losing two very close friends. That strong guy. Yeah, that's what they call you. And right now you're sitting in your office reading the morning paper. The lines you're reading come straight up from the gutters of the jungle. Jungle black print on a gray-white background of human drama. You turn the pages and read the smaller type inside, and you find the smaller headings are only repeat stories, like the one that covers the front page. They're all headings, yeah, but they're not news anymore. Nowadays, they've become an accepted fact. Well, Steve, you've read the headlines, so what do you say? You look across the desk at your friend from Homicide, a friend with a job to do, Jim Daly. And you look back at the headlines as Jim reads them aloud. Front page, teenage terror hit setting. Inside page, 16-year-old killer refused bail. Page 8, teenagers beat up night watchmen. Page 9, 10, the whole 22 pages and nearly half of the stories add up to the same front page headline. Teenage terrorism. So it's not news anymore. And we need a longer arm for the law. You can always try a recruiting drive. I am. Great. Right now. Now, hold on. Not just temporary. Not even temporary. It means discipline. You know me and discipline. I'm asking for Sandra, not you. Sandra? My secretary is a cop? No, I know you're joking. Cut the clowning. This is serious. Who's clowning? Can you imagine what Sandra's figure would do to a policewoman's uniform? She'll be wearing street clothes. Sandra, a plainclothes cop? Oh, you're crazy, Jim. Yeah, I wish I were. Then maybe I wouldn't hate asking it like I'm doing. No harm in asking, so long as the answer is no. Yeah, I hoped you'd persuade Sandra to help us. No dice, Jim. Sandra's my secretary, and I don't part with her. It'll only be for a week, Steve. And her detail? To get into the King Midas racket. You expect me to persuade Sandra to get herself killed? That's exactly what I'd be doing if I did. You know that, don't you? Of course there's danger in it. There isn't any assignment. The answer's no. Especially for a King Midas assignment. Sandra's our only hope to crack the ring. What about Sandra? You figure that doesn't count, huh? You figure a decent kid like Sandra should stick a neck out for a lot of citizens who don't even bother to read the headlines? Look, you go up and ask anyone in the street. Ask anyone in a crowd, and I lay you 5 to 10, they wouldn't know who King Midas was. Wouldn't even know what was in the headlines this morning. Oh, Jim. Sandra stays right where she is.
Good morning, Captain Daly.
Hello, Sandra.
Here's your mail, Steve.
Thanks. You read the headlines this morning, Sandra?
About the new wave of terrorism, about the young hoodlum they're calling King Midas.
You figure Sandra's a crowd, Steve? All right, so she read the headlines, but that doesn't mean everyone else in the city can give the same answer.
Did I say something wrong?
You said something right, Sandra.
Oh, this just isn't making sense to me.
I asked Steve to let you work for us for a week or two.
You mean for homicide?
Yeah.
But why?
They want to use you as a clay pigeon for King Midas and his teenage killers to shoot at.
You mean to act as a police spy?
Undercover agent is a better word. And stoolie has the same meaning. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. But you're going ahead with it. I'm not.
I don't know what to say, Captain Benton.
I'll say it for you. No. King Midas has got every one of our police women on record. He knows everyone.
But why me?
You've helped Steve. You know something about the way these kids work. You're attractive. I'd King Midas would take a second look at. And you expect her to... All right. Go ahead and listen. Take my advice. Say yes, and you're carving your own marble slab. I suppose I could say it's every decent citizen's job to help stop this teenage menace corrupting the community. But I figure you know all that. And besides, I don't like forcing you into making a decision. And you're not doing it in a peculiar way.
Shut up, Steve.
I'm not a boss telling his secretary. I'm a guy telling his girl. She's not doing it, Jim, and that's final.
Sorry, Captain Daly. Steve's right. I couldn't do it alone.
You don't have to. There's an angle now. Steve can work in with you. No. But if you're with Sandra all the time... Yes, I'll be with her all the time. You giving this little King Midas his orders, or are you tossing in a few cards from your own fortune-telling machine?
Go ahead, Captain Daly. I'm willing to listen.
This kid they're calling King Midas has set up a string of penny fun parlors throughout the wrong side of the city. And that's where most of these young hoodlums start. Kids who haven't got a decent home to go to. Kids who are bored. Kids who want to get a kick out of life. Kids who sit through a movie and then want to go out and play at being a tough guy. All right, we've read all that in the paper. Read about it until we start looking for something else to read. And that's our problem. People have come to accept this problem instead of trying to help the authorities to fight the delinquent disease.
What do you want me to do, Captain Daly?
Now, look.
I know, Steve. Captain Daly's right. The public should help the police in their fight, and I'm part of the public.
You realize what you're letting yourself in for?
Yes.
All right, mastermind, give us this angle. Brother, it better be good. King Midas is starting up a new fun parlor, corner of 3rd and Elm. He wants a man and a girl to manage it for him. So where do we apply? At his head office, Kellaway Building. But when you apply, you are brother and sister. That he'll believe. That you've got to make him believe. If you don't, I'll be losing 2 very close friends. You go with Sandra to Kellaway Buildings. You stop off at the 31st floor. You enter the plush-lined offices. A golden-haired blonde shows you into the inner sanctum, into the fantastic gold-painted reception chamber of the hoodlum hero. The latest addition to the New York crime wave. A golden-haired boy of 22. King Midas. Brother and sister, huh? You want the job of running gangland?
No, only the one fun parlor, corner of 3rd and Elm.
That, my dear little square, is the name of the fun parlor.
Oh.
Where'd you two come from, anyway, huh? And why, huh? Why? You know, so far, I've only employed kids in my shows who both a bit old for the job. Especially you, Mr. Yeah, you're much too old. Oh, we're both down on our luck. Huh? Besides, figure I'm big enough to handle any trouble that might come along. Brother and sister, huh? Brother and sister? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, of course, that's what we told you.
Yeah, I know you. No, you don't get it.
You mean the job?
Yeah, that's right, you don't get it. You know why? Because you're too classy. Yeah, you're too classy. The kids will think they're going to wear white tie and tails with you holding the kitty out for them, baby. You're a real class. All right, so we don't get the job. Come on, Sandra.
Wait, Steve.
You heard him. We don't get it. Wonder Boy never backs down on decision. Right? yeah, that's right, big man. Yeah, that's right. On the line. What? On the line. I don't know how I like this Wonder Boy routine. No, I don't like that Paul. So that makes me a bad boy. Yeah, it does. But, a little less than weight, big man. And I'm always on the side of any lash. Especially when she's got class, and baby, she's got it. And all in capital. C-L-A-S-S. And I say we're going.
No, Steve.
Say, you don't take bossing, do you, baby, huh?
No one bosses me, King. No one.
Yeah, I like you. Yeah, I like you real good. Look, I tell you what I'll do. You work for me, baby, and I'll build a show around you. A whole big show. So now he's a producer on Broadway. So now he's a nightclub proprietor, big man.
Yeah, I've been going to open one for the kids. Been doing a lot of thought on it. A lot of thought. Yeah, a little lush. You are the answer I've been looking for. Yeah, you're it. All over. Goldie!
Name one killer who isn't.
Goldie, in here. Come on, I got letters to dictate. Come on.
I have to get my notebook.
Yeah, sure. Now listen, Carol, what's your address at the Carol's Real Estate? Put it, in your own words. Tell them that's the property they said I couldn't have. I'm still buying. Yeah, tell them I'm buying it for a big new nightclub. One for the kids.
Is that all?
Well, yeah, that's all. Put it in everyday English, business letter stuff and all that.
All right.
Oh, and I'll put a little paragraph in and say if they don't sell, they don't live. Just a little paragraph, but word it nice and pretty. Like in a business letter, but make it strong so they get the meaning, like death is for a long time sort of thing,
Dear King, I know.
King Midas, the nursery rhyme king whose every touch turned to gold. But this little jive-jumping jockey is no fairy tale king. This little bundle of neurosis is playing the role of Napoleon to an empire of thousands of kids, the teenage clients to his string of fun parlors. Now his crowning glory, the Hula Girl nightclub.
How do you like it, kitten, huh? Shave it clean, huh?
The Golden Hula Girl nightclub. And the star? Yeah, Sandra. While you play it manager and act like a big brother.
Oh, the kids will go crazy for you, kitten. Yeah, real crazy. Just wait till they see you doing a rock and roll in a hula skirt made of gold. You're my favorite color for my favorite little lot.
We open tonight?
Yeah, we do. And we're going to lay it on heavy. Give the kids a real treat. Did you say Sandra doing a hula like that? You seen a boy?
No. You had me running so fast getting this place ready, I haven't had time off, so it's a caution.
Yeah, that's right. You've been busy, boy. Real busy. But you don't know just how busy you're going to be, no, boy. You sure don't.
By now, you're taking his laughter like it was salt on potatoes. You figure he'd laugh at a sour apple. When the time comes for the doors to open and the crowd to pour in, the whole case goes sour. Because instead of a flood, all you get is a small trickle of a dozen or so lonely stragglers. All young, all male, and no girls. And you're wondering why Sandra, in a hula skirt, didn't create a stampede. When the door opens and a small, sweet-smelling stampede steps into the room, the golden blonde, the King Midas secretary. A little tight, a little scared.
King Midas just arrived. Wants you both out front.
Well, Sandra, that's your cue. Looks like you're on.
Please.
Yeah, Goldie?
Oh, nothing.
A dozen or so lonely stragglers are leaning casually around all the exits. And in the center of the floor is the king himself. In all his golden glory. And alone.
We're listening. Wait, brother. A little sister.
No, he's not drunk, honey. Not with liquor.
Well, come on.
You better do as he says, Steve. Both of you. He's got one of his moves.
Come on. What's keeping you? You got stage fright? We'll win the audience.
Okay, Sandra. Looks like this is it. Let's go.
All right, come on. A one and a two and a one and a two. Come on, boys. Come on, keep it time there. Come on, with that speed. Come on, do it with a head step speed. Oh, boy.
Hi, King.
Wow. I'm your big man.
Do you want me to?
You going? No, I don't want you, but sit down. We got a show to watch. My little canary is going to get what it hits. Hey, kitten?
If you say so, King.
Yeah, kitten, I say so. And here's the piano. All waiting, ready to sweat for you. Just like your big brother, he's ready to die for you.
You want me to dance now?
Yeah, sure, kitten, sure. Go out there and give the lead, baby, just like we rehearsed it. Tonight, kitten, you're doing your act just for me. Just for me, baby.
Now?
Now. Why, Mr. Piano Player! Wake him up! Okay, get down. Come on, that's it. Come on, a little more heat.
Look at him out there. Your boss is crazy, Goldie.
Yeah, this happened before.
Come on,
Where he gets jazz crazy like this, it means he's building himself up to a friend.
Hit
the hula club floor. You'd sit and you hear the blonde's words playing a discord around your ears.
Jazz crazy like this the night they found Deb Monroe's lying face down in the hospital.
And out on the floor, Sandra's doing a hip dance, and the boy King Midas clapping a boogie beat into a crazy hot tempo of hate.
You were great, kitten. Hey, didn't you think she was great, Steve, huh? Hey, what'd you say?
Yeah, real great.
Oh, man, that calls for a drink, huh? How about it, Sandra? You want a drink?
Thanks.
So we drink a toast, eh?
What?
Yeah, that toast. To my two closest friends, Big Brother and my little dancing kitten here. You know, I like you, kitten. I like you good. Yeah, you're a stoolie, but I like you. Kitten. You dropped your glass. You broke it. Just like I'm going to break you and your big brother, huh?
All right, Midas, so you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. Sure I know. Mr. Stephen Private Eye Strong. You figure me for a sucker, huh? Yeah, a sucker. An all day and night one. But who's hanging on the big end of the stick now, big man, huh?
Please don't.
Stiff luck, big man. Each of my boys with a gun, huh? And each one pointing his gun at you.
All right. So it's your play from here.
No, not quite, big man. Not quite. I'm getting bored again, and I want to be amused. So this time, I make you do the floor show.
I don't dance.
Oh, but you do, big man. You do the 1-2 hop step and a dance to death. And you know who beats up the tempo? You're right. It's going to be me. And what with, big man? With his little stick of hot blue metal. We're going to play William Tell. Remember the game?
No.
You mean yes, kid? I put an apple on the big man's head, then I shoot it off.
You can't do it, King.
Goldie, don't say that about me. You know I can do anything I want.
If you hear him, it means a chair.
Who's going to tell, Goldie? You? None of my boys will.
I wouldn't tell. You know that. If I ask you not to.
You, kitten? Well, maybe once I'd have listened, but not anymore. No, not anymore, kitten. So on your feet, big man. This time we had a floor show, and here's your part of the act. Your apple song.
All right, Sandra. Maybe it's a good shot.
A little more to the left, Strong. That's enough. That's it. Just so I won't hit the lady. Now put the apple on your head. That's right.
All right.
That's right. And now... No applause?
So now the act's over.
It's not over, Strong. This time I take a cigarette out of your mouth. With a bullet. You got a cigarette, Strong?
No, don't.
Look, Midas, you've had your fun, so if you want
A cigarette, Strong. In your mouth. That's right. Let's see how close I can get to your lips without... Still no applause?
Does that finish the floor show?
Just one more, Strong. Just one more. My last shot at you. Give me that small apple on the table, Goldie.
Please, King, I don't want to see you.
Apple, Goldie. That's right. On his head.
This time's going to...
Goldie, you're blocking my view.
King,
Get out of the way, Goldie. And now... Seems I hit him.
You murdered him. You killed him.
Well, if I did, then I've lost my touch. I tried to just quiz him. Did I kill him? Yeah. He'll live. Just while I prepare him for his funeral. I want to give him a big bang-up send-off.
You little fiend. I'll kill you myself.
What with kicking your bare hands?
Even with them. You little... No. Let go of me. Let go.
Well, kitten, quietly now.
Have I any other choice?
You got spirit, kitten. Yeah, you got spirit. I like girls with plenty of spirit.
There's more than I can say to you.
Huh?
I made it, Midas. You're yellow. All yellow, right through to your yellow little soul. Nothing but...
Shut up, dear. Look, I built my own kingdom. I built it all from nothing, do you hear? From the dirty little gutter-side corners of Brooklyn. Yeah, from Brooklyn to a big gold-painted office in the best part of town. And I did it with just these two hands. You call that being yellow, huh? You call that being yellow? Why, I could buy and sell you little pint-sized jerks and not miss a cent from my cash book. Not a cent, do you hear?
That makes you a hero.
Yeah, sure, it makes me a hero. Look at Goldie. The best looker I could find comes from good family. Left a home for me.
Please, King, don't.
You hear? That comes from a good family from top brass, and she calls me king. Sure, that's my name, my second name. But she means it like I'm king of a kingdom.
King, yeah. You're king, all right. King of the kid.
Oh, so you come around strong.
Yeah. Well, how long do I stay around?
Your girl's been saying I'm young.
So she tells the truth.
All right. All right, you want me to show you, huh? You want me to show you? All right, I will. You ever played Russian roulette, huh? You ever played it for real, for life, and for death?
No.
Yeah, your little girl knows the game, don't you, kitten, huh? Well, now, I just empty my revolver, but I leave only one bullet in the chamber, like so. Spin a chamber, and now, Strong, you know the rules. Each one takes a turn. Puts a gun to his head, pulls the trigger. 6 chambers strong, yeah. 6 chambers, 5 empty, and only 1 full. Only one with a live bullet. But we don't know which one it is. Don't Strong.
You wouldn't go through with that.
Now it's cracking up, huh? All right, Strong. You, me, and your girl. We each take a turn.
Leave Sandra out of it.
I make the rules as planned. She says I'm yellow. Okay. So I make her feel brave.
I'll do it. But with just you and me.
No, Strong. I said I make the rules. You, me, and your girl. And to show you I'm not yellow, I take first try.
King, don't.
Stay out of this, Goldie. I got a thing to prove. And now my tempo. Point the barrel. Pull the trigger. Your turn, kitten.
Look, Midas, leave her out of
Your
it.
turn, kitten. All you have to do is point the barrel and pull the trigger at your tempo.
Eva.
You can't do this. It's murder.
No, Strong, it ain't murder. It's just a friendly little game between friends. We're holding up the game, kitten. Pull the trigger.
I can't.
My turn.
That's right, Strong.
All right.
Nice and quick, Strong. No fuss, eh?
Your turn, Midas. Oh, where's that healthy pan gone?
You think I'm scared?
Yeah, I think you're scared. Still 3 chambers to go.
All right, Strong.
Well, go ahead.
I am.
Then do it.
Please, King.
Why not say goodbye to Goldie before you pull the trigger, Midas?
There's still 3 chambers left.
I know. But I might not get a turn. This might be the live chamber. The one with the bullet in, eh, King? Not so brave now, huh?
I'll show you who's brave. So it wasn't for me. I don't get another turn, Strong, and now it's your turn. Kitten, here.
I can't.
Come on. You were saying how brave we all are. How brave you all expect me now. Come on. Prove it.
Give me the gun, Sandra. I'll do your turn.
No! You let her do it herself. She said I was young.
She's a woman. You can't expect a woman.
Your turn, Sandra.
I can't hold the gun. It's too heavy.
Here, then. I'll be a gentleman and hold it for you.
No, King. If you do that, it's murder.
That's right. So you gotta hold it yourself, kitten. Huh?
All right.
That's a girl. Yeah, kid, you relax. You'll press over.
So I get the last chamber.
And this time, Strong, there's no doubt about it, is there? I kill you with your own hand. What's wrong, Strong? The gun too hot to handle?
All right, King, so I've got the gun.
Now, you know the rules. Do you for it, Strong? Go ahead. Go blow your brains out.
No.
Give me that gun.
Here, wait, King. All right, King. Tell him to shoot me now before I shoot you. 1 bullet left, and now it's for you. It was empty.
No, it figures.
You figure I'd let you hold the loaded gun in your hand, Strong? No.
So you emptied all 6 chambers.
Yeah. Big joke, huh?
Yeah.
But now the joke's over. This time, 2 bullets. 1 for you, 1 for your girl. I do the shooting. And no time for goodbye.
No, King, don't shoot.
Goldie!
She jumped right in front of your gun, King. Seems she was the brave one out of the 4 of us.
But she's dead!
And take a look around you, Midas.
Huh?
Looks like your army's deserting.
Huh? Hey, come back! Come back over, you hear me? Come back! Come on,
It's too late, Midas.
Come back!
They like the game of playing tough, but they don't like the cold facts of facing death on the charge of being accessories to murder.
Oh, my boys, they left me!
Seems like your kingdom has crumbled to nothing. All right, Midas. force, and I like to keep them. They also like to help keep law and order in the community. I'll be with you again. But for now, this is Steve Strong, or as I'm more often referred to, that strong guy, signing off.
This is Sandra J. Graham, author of the Web Surfer series. Oh, and a Madam's Wife. You're listening to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio.
Welcome back. So King Midas was really clever by not handing Steve a loaded gun. And he knew the gun was not loaded, which is why he got nervous when it was his turn at Russian roulette the second time. I think this is one of those episodes meant to deal with the issue of juvenile delinquency. And it was a serious issue, and we've seen programs like, I think Johnny Dollar had one of the 5-part serials that addressed it. And, there are ways to do this where you're highlighting the problem and you're still being serious and, and having it done in a way where listeners will be entertained and they'll take you seriously and take what you're saying seriously. This is not the approach in That Strong Guy, with the maniacal comic book villain. Though I have to admit, I'm kind of in between him being unnerving and just being annoying, so I don't know quite where I fall on that. All right, well, before we end That Strong Guy, we have a great comment from Eric on the series and its overall style. Eric writes, and this is particularly regarding the episode of That Strong Guy, the trapeze artist. You sit and you listen to That Strong Guy, reflecting on how hard it is to pull off a first-person narrator, speaking in second-person style, mixed with scenes where the listener is effectively the third person in the room. Maybe this is why you are having a hard time connecting with the show, which you don't think is bad for a 1950s tough guy detective. It's clear that the writers were at least stylistically ambitious while ticking off your favorite cliches of the genre. A boxing story, a circus story, being knocked out a lot, etc. And you gotta give them credit for that. Yeah, you'll probably keep listening. You figure there are only a few more episodes left after all, and next month is another show. Well, indeed it is. Thanks so much. Always appreciate your comments, Eric. And indeed, we are getting to the point where there will be another show. So next Tuesday, join us back here for Stand By for Crime. And then be back tomorrow with an episode of Rocky Jordan. In the meantime, send your comments to box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook. Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.